Fan TV said outside the London Stadium, mate, 2-1 victory tonight. Wasn't the greatest of performances, but you take that, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm going to say the most Michael Owen thing of all time. It was a game of two halves.
100%.
I think the first half was very underwhelming. I mean, I think we can count ourselves unlucky to go in at half-time 1-0 down, but, you know, it was just missed chances. I think a better side may have put us away. Second half, we performed much better. We got what we needed to do, and hopefully we can just go on to AZ Alkmaar now and bring it home and go to the final.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, mate. As you said, it wasn't the greatest of first half, and you sit bang on with it's a game of two halves. But I thought a lot of players. I think what they done well today is they stopped a lot of our better players getting on the ball, especially Jared Bowen. You know, he usually thrives in Europe, doesn't he? He loves these sort of games, but they kept him quiet tonight.
Yeah, I think you've been hearing a lot of pundits all week say that West Ham are going to bully this team, like because we're bigger, we're stronger, we're a better footballing side. But I think they held their own for large portions of the game, and they did keep a lot of our players quiet. They put tackles in when they needed to. They did the dirty stuff. They did the dark arts when they needed to, and they rightfully so go home with the goal. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, I do think we had some players that did perform well. I thought Ben Rama was outstanding. I thought Paqueta and his link-up, particularly throughout the game, really was a shining light for us. Kurt Zouma's just the guy that makes us tick in defence. And yeah, I think those three players then performing well, as well as obviously Declan. I think that that means we tick, really.
Yeah, I think it was a massive boost seeing Kurt Zouma back in, because I know David Moyes said yesterday he's back in training, but he might not make today. But when you see that team sheet and you see his name on there, it gives you that little bit more confidence, doesn't it, knowing that you've got someone, him and Aguerd at the back. They're hard to break down.
100%. I think Naif Aguerd he's like a Rolls Royce of a defender. He really he screams to me like Virgil van Dijk at Southampton. And he's the kind of player that you can't see being at West Ham for very long, unfortunately. But Kurt Zouma is just Mr. Consistent, and I think them two together, good strong runner games together. If they both can keep fit, I think going into the new season, I think we can do something special with those two.
Yeah, I mean, we take the 2-1 lead out there. I mean, we've got Brentford on Sunday. What would you do on Sunday? Would you maybe rest a couple of players, maybe someone like Antonio, maybe even like a Declan Rice?
Yeah, I mean, we've got that buffer on the the teams that are like fighting out for the relegation now. So I think everything needs to go into Europe, really. So like keeping players ticking over, keeping them fit for the big games on a Thursday evening, especially next week. For Sunday, I would just rest a few key players. I would maybe even give Flynn Downs a game in there. I'd bring Ben Johnson back in if he's available. Maybe bring some of the centre backs out there and give Danny Ings a game. Just get some of these players that aren't getting as many minutes as they could do, and save the big players for next Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the other result until someone said it on here, but Basel got a victory out in Fiorentina tonight, which surprised me because a lot of people are thinking Fiorentina are the favourites for this. So if West Ham can get through next week and meet Basel in the final, you got to be. I think it's wide open now. These two results tonight, especially the Basel one.
Let's have it right, mate. Like I think we're favourites for this. Like I think from day dot since we've been in this tournament, we were one of the biggest sides in this, especially with our performances over Europe last year. There's no reason why West Ham shouldn't be winning that. But like Mark Noble said, we're a team that make you laugh and a team that make you cry. Do you know what I mean? So I think we have to win it. I think Basel and Fiorentina are both good sides. AZ Alkmaar are a good side in their own regard, but you look at what they're doing in their respective leagues, and they're not on the same level as a Premier League side that is West Ham. So we should be winning this tournament. If we don't, then it's a complete capitulation.
100%, mate. Listen, thank you for stopping, mate. Nice to meet you.